Okay, so it's 3 in the morning, you're on your fourth cup of coffee, your eyes are burning, and you're convinced that pulling this all-nighter is going to save your business. Sound familiar? Well, we've got some news that might just change how you think about those late-night grind sessions forever. What if we told you that staying up all night could actually be sabotaging your business success rather than boosting it? Welcome back to the channel where we help business owners work smarter, not harder. Today we're showing you why that all-nighter strategy you've been relying on might be the very thing holding your business back from reaching its true potential. Here's the uncomfortable truth that most entrepreneurs refuse to face. All-nighters don't make you more productive. They make you less effective, more prone to costly mistakes, and ironically, they often create more problems than they solve. Yet we continue to wear sleep deprivation like a badge of honor, as if exhaustion somehow equals dedication. Let's start with what actually happens to your brain when you skip sleep. After just one night of poor sleep, your cognitive performance drops by roughly 25%. That's like trying to run your business while operating at three-quarters capacity. Your decision-making becomes impaired, your creative problem-solving abilities plummet, and your emotional regulation goes out the window. Would you hire an employee who only performed at 75% of their capability? Of course not. So why are you doing this to yourself? Think about the last time you pulled an all-nighter for your business. Maybe you were preparing for a big presentation, trying to meet a critical deadline, or frantically fixing a problem that seemed urgent. Now honestly assess the quality of that work the next day. Chances are you spent the following morning correcting errors, clarifying confusion, or redoing tasks that weren't up to your usual standards. Sound about right? Here's a perfect example. Paulina, a marketing agency owner, used to pull all-nighters before every client pitch. She said, "I thought the extra hours gave me an edge." But she started noticing a pattern. Her sleep-deprived presentations were scattered. She'd forget key points, and she was making careless errors in her proposals. When she finally prioritized sleep and prepared her pitches during normal business hours, her close rate improved by 40%. The quality of her work skyrocketed simply because her brain was functioning properly. The real kicker is that all-nighters create a vicious cycle in your business. When you're sleep-deprived, you make poor decisions that create more urgent problems, which then seem to require more all-nighters to fix. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. You end up trapped in a perpetual state of crisis management, always reacting instead of strategically planning. Let's talk about the hidden costs that most business owners never calculate. When you pull an all-nighter, you're not just sacrificing one night of sleep. Research shows that it takes your body up to 4 days to fully recover from a single all-nighter. That means for nearly a week, you're operating at reduced capacity. Your immune system is compromised, making you more likely to get sick and miss even more work. Your stress hormones are elevated, affecting your mood and your relationships with employees, clients, and family members. But here's where it gets really expensive. Sleep-deprived business owners make significantly more financial errors. We're talking about miscalculating budgets, overlooking contract details, making impulsive purchasing decisions, or misreading market signals. One manufacturing company owner we know made a six-figure ordering mistake after an all-nighter that took months to correct. The cost of that single error was far greater than hiring additional help or extending the original deadline. If you're still not convinced, let's examine what successful businesses actually do. Companies like Google, Microsoft, and Apple don't celebrate all-nighters. They've recognized that well-rested employees are more innovative, make better decisions, and ultimately drive better business results. These companies invest heavily in creating work environments that support healthy sleep habits because they understand the direct correlation between rest and performance. Now, before we go further, if you're finding value in this content and want to transform how you run your business, we'd love for you to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're constantly sharing strategies to help you optimize your operations and create a business that works for you, not against you. Your support helps us reach more business owners who need to hear these insights. So what should you do instead of pulling all-nighters? The answer is systematic planning and operational excellence. Instead of cramming at the last minute, successful business owners build buffer time into their schedules. They anticipate potential delays and plan accordingly. They delegate effectively and trust their teams to handle responsibilities. Most importantly, they create systems that prevent crisis situations from arising in the first place. Take inventory management as an example. Instead of staying up all night scrambling to fulfill orders when inventory runs low, smart business owners implement automated reorder systems. They set up alerts when stock levels drop below certain thresholds. They build relationships with multiple suppliers to ensure backup options. The result? No more emergency late-night calls to suppliers or panicked rushes to restock. The same principle applies to client deadlines. Rather than accepting every deadline as non-negotiable and pulling all-nighters to meet them, effective business owners negotiate realistic timelines up front. They build in review periods and revision time. They communicate clearly about what's possible within given timeframes. When clients understand your process and see the quality that comes from proper planning, they're usually happy to work within reasonable schedules. Let's address the elephant in the room. What about those truly urgent situations where an all-nighter seems unavoidable? First, question whether it's actually urgent or just poor planning disguised as urgency. If it genuinely is urgent, then make it the exception, not the rule. Plan for recovery time afterward. Most importantly, use urgent situations as learning opportunities to build better systems that prevent similar crises in the future. Consider implementing what we call the 24-hour rule. When you feel the urge to pull an all-nighter, stop and ask yourself if this task will still seem as critical in 24 hours. Often what feels urgent in the moment is just anxiety masquerading as importance. Step back, prioritize ruthlessly, and tackle the most critical elements when your brain is functioning at full capacity. Here's another powerful strategy. Batch your high cognitive tasks during your peak energy hours. For most people, this is typically in the morning when you're well-rested and focused. Save routine tasks like email, filing, or data entry for times when your energy naturally dips. This maximizes your productivity when it matters most and reduces the likelihood that important work will spill over into late-night hours. The transformation that happens when business owners prioritize sleep is remarkable. They report better decision-making, improved creativity, stronger relationships with their teams, and ironically, they often find they accomplish more in fewer hours. Their businesses become more resilient because they're not constantly in firefighting mode. Remember, running a successful business isn't about how many hours you can stay awake. It's about creating systems, processes, and habits that allow your business to thrive sustainably. It's about building operational excellence that doesn't depend on your ability to sacrifice your health and well-being. We've created a comprehensive free resource that dives deep into these concepts. It's our guide to achieving operational excellence in your business. This book shows you step by step how to systematically identify and eliminate the friction points that are currently forcing you into crisis mode. You'll learn how to build systems that prevent problems before they start, create predictable workflows, and optimize your operations so your business runs smoothly whether you're there or not. Click the link in the description to get your free copy and download it directly to your inbox. But we're not stopping there. If you're ready to completely transform how you run your business, we've created an in-depth course specifically for small to medium-sized business owners like you. This comprehensive program shows you exactly how to set up your business for success, step by step, so that you run your business rather than your business running you. You'll learn advanced strategies for operational excellence, team building, systems creation, and sustainable growth. The best part, you can access the course introduction completely free, no credit card required. Just click on the next video or use the link in the description to get started immediately. You'll discover proven frameworks that successful business owners use to create businesses that thrive without constant crisis management. Your business success shouldn't come at the cost of your health, your relationships, or your sanity. There's a better way to build and grow your business, and we're here to show you exactly how to do it. Click that course link to access the introduction for free and take the first step toward building a business that truly works for you. And we'll see you in the next video.